step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Oh, they thought that I was just a... Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it, big wall would suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick, so we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is he gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding? I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give him the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instinct.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Escapes the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Milton Williams drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll run for the 1st time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 8. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second down, here's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, The defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On fourth down, Aaron Sipos on to punt for Philadelphia. Kavontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 18. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Prescott now. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Again, that's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Throws Watkins. 32 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Swift going to try up the middle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Right back to Swift again on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Pollard, fighting through. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On second down, Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On first and 10, it's Swift. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Philadelphia. Chris Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, Prescott. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They toss it down to Pollard. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick-6.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the wall. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
You're going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the option to give to Swift here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. This one out quickly to Watkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On the handoff, and a loose football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 83 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 63 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hey, easy, 63, pass.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. That one a back.